Hey Judas Colony, it's Gabe here from the Dude Thoughts podcast with a clip from the most recent episode. If you like what you hear and want to hear the rest, hit the link in the description to the full episode. Enjoy the clip.
She has a little angel baby.
I do.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the angel baby?
Her name is Scarlett, and
Angel.
she is 5.5 months old.
Angel.
She is an angel, and also screams.
She doesn't scream too much.
No, she really doesn't. She's
Yeah.
very, very, very good baby, honestly. She's just having a rough time with teething, so she screams more now, which, I mean, it hurts.
It
Growing
does.
teeth,
I mean,
so I
as
can't
someone
fault
who's
her.
just like recently grown in their wisdom teeth, it sucks.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, it's
as an
not
adult,
pleasant.
it sucks.
Yeah. It's not like we can all put our head like back into the baby bodies and remember what it was like to teeth.
The good news is you don't remember the pain,
Right.
so that's the benefit of it. But right now, she doesn't care that she won't remember it.
Right. Because you will remember it.
Yeah, she needs to make sure I remember it.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a fun journey when she's like 20 and like maybe she starts like having serious relationships, or she's at college, like you're dropping her off or something, and it's like, remember that time when you were 5 months old and teething, and she's like, "No, Mom, I don't," and then you get to tell her all about that.
I do that now. Like today, went to Panera and got a sandwich, and I said, "Scarlett, I used to eat these all the time when you were in my stomach. Do
There
you
you go.
remember?" And she didn't.
She didn't.
Or if she did, she didn't tell me.
What a jerk. That
Oh no!
turd.
Speaking of jerks, I would just like to point out that I was on the couch the other day. You were there,
Okay.
and
Being a jerk,
I sneezed twice,
like you do.
like one does, and nobody said bless you, which is fine. I don't care. And then the dog sneezed, and everyone said bless you.
Wait.
So when you say you don't care, what you mean is you care.
just an observation of what happened.
So I'm sorry if I happened to be in the room and I was not paying attention.
I just thought it was funny.
That is funny.
You know, it's like when a dog dies in a movie. You care more.
Well, yeah.
I
Dogs
care,
are better than people.
I
Look
care-
around. Dogs are better than people.
especially right now.
Hey.
I don't care either way. If it's in a movie and they die, like
How do you not care if a dog dies?
it's fake. It's not real. The dog's not
It
actually
doesn't
dead.
matter.
No, to me it does.
I don't
Disagree.
cry often, but like that'll get me.
Okay, in the movie where Will Smith, I Am Legend.
Legend.
When he had
Never
to kill.
watched that, but I know what happened, so that's why I didn't watch it.
If I were to watch that now, I'd probably be more sad because he kills his German Shepherd, and I have a German Shepherd. I'd probably feel more connected now.
It's just all dogs, Carmen.
Well,
Go to
they'll go
heaven.
to heaven, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but they're here now.
Okay.
Love them.
We do love them. All right. Anyways, so the topic of the day is what to really expect when you're expecting. And you have gone through your first pregnancy,
It's true.
and we have a list of questions. But why don't you just start by telling us a little bit like the overall kind of the journey of the 9 months, how you felt, and some of the comedic stories, but also maybe some of the the not so comedic stories.
Okay. There's so much.
There is a
9
lot.
months is a long time. It doesn't seem like a long time, but it is. I also feel like it's really more like 10 months. They lie. They're like, it's 9 months. It's 40 weeks. Well, 4 times 10 is 40. So 10 months would be the truth, because like you get to month 9, but you have to get to the end of it.
I just did
So
the math and
it's
it checks out.
misleading
Yeah.
to say
Okay.
9 months, because you get to month 9 and they're like, oh, but you still have 4 weeks, and you're like, I will
That's
kill you.
That's 9. That's 10 months.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lie. Everything's a lie.
right.
I think
You've-
they say 9 to make you feel better, but then you get to 9 and you're mad.
Heard it here first, everybody.
I will say this. I was very lucky in that I had a very safe and healthy pregnancy with minimal, there was like once or twice we had scares, but nothing, it was not high risk. We were very lucky. That being said, I did not enjoy being pregnant. It was just uncomfortable, and I was sick a lot, which I don't normally get sick. So I was not anticipating having a pregnancy like that. Regardless, I'm so lucky that we were able to get pregnant, and the baby
In
is
retrospect,
just the
fairly
best.
quickly.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was pretty quick.
Yeah. So I know people who obviously have gotten pregnant without planning to.
Right.
And I know people who have struggled with infertility and have really worked hard at it. And we're kind of, the average person tries for anywhere from like 1 month to a year if you're actively trying.
Okay.
Before they'll tell you yes or no, like we need to help you. So we were sitting right around 4 or 5 months that we were able to get pregnant. I actually said, let's take a break. and then had a positive pregnancy test. So.
And that was right around the time. So fun fact, we went on our honeymoon together.
We did.
Kelcey and her husband and me and Jessica. And
I wasn't there.
Gabe was not there. Well,
Can confirm. Gabe was not there.
You need to be married to go on the honeymoon with us.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Happy birthday to me.
That was yesterday.
No, bless you.
Bless you. God
No,
bless
Europe.
you, Gabe.
God bless you,
God
you
bless
unmarried
us.
man.
So it was funny because like we were prepping for the honeymoon, and that was right when Kelcey was like, you know what, it's fine. Like we're not even gonna keep trying. And then the next week,
Yeah.
like we were getting ready to leave for Europe, and then she's like, well, hey guys, I can't drink now in Europe because I'm pregnant. Which
In
was-
retrospect, we saved a lot of money me not being able to
Yeah.
drink.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
But we will have to go back when I can
Yes.
drink.
You ever like try doing that on purpose? Like, because usually it's when you don't want something is when it happens. Like people do that with relationships. Like, I don't even want a boyfriend.
I'm
I gotta
not
focus
looking.
on me.
He'll find me.
So was that like on purpose to like trick the universe?
No, it really wasn't. But that's
something
how
I
it
do.
happened. That's what the universe said. So
I would say it out loud
how
all
it
the time.
came.
Like, we don't even want a baby anymore.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I try like reverse jinx myself. I'm like, I would hate it if I won the lottery.
Right. What a burden those
Ugh.
hundreds of millions of dollars would be. I would
Those
just
poor
not.
people.
So
yeah.
you guys organized like a party with the friends to tell everybody,
We did.
and I wasn't there. I had to work, unfortunately. And then one of our friends FaceTimed me and was like, "Look, Kelcey's not drinking." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck that she's not drinking. Like, why does that?" Oh, so I
What
just
a
don't.
fun
I don't
journey.
understand things.
It was. And you were on a bus, so lots of other people on the bus also found out I was pregnant.
They did.
It was
So,
a good bus ride, though, I'm sure.
They
Also-
cared. All those strangers cared.
I just did a quick search. Do you guys want to take a guess at the animal with the longest gestation period in the whole world is?
I don't know that elephants are the longest, but I know they have a very long one.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
beneath
say something.
mountain dogs.
Like-
no. I'm gonna say some sort of fish, like a whale. I'm gonna say whales.
okay, so, Kelcey, you were actually on the right track with the elephants. It is elephants.
Yeah.
Do either of you guys want to take a guess at how many weeks?
I don't know weeks, but I want to say it's like 20 months or something.
Okay.
Obscene.
All right.
I am going to say what's 20 times 4? 120 weeks.
That's not what 20 times 4
20
is.
times 4
but-
would be...
80 weeks.
Okay, there you go. Actually, it is roughly 95 weeks. So however many months that is,
That's somewhere. That's a little more than.
a little bit.
what
It's,
you
yeah,
said.
you're not
I
too
said
far
what
I
you
think
said,
it's like 20.
but
I think
just
it's like 20,
did it in weeks.
24, 22. It's over 20 months.
It's a long
God,
time.
God bless the elephant.
Would you, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, would you still want a baby if
I
it
don't-
meant 20 or
Here's the
94
thing. You
weeks?
decide you want one before you go through pregnancy. So it's like going through it. I can tell you now, if I had to do it again and it would be 20 weeks, I would say hard pass.
A hard pass.
So let's actually start there with the question, because that's a very good segue. So when you guys were talking about going into like we both want kids, you guys were on the same page with that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we were differing in that Michael thought he wanted like 800, and I was like, maybe cap it at 2.
Okay. So the amount of children was
Right.
a little bit of a discrepancy there.
Yeah, small.
Small discrepancy, 800 to 2. It's a narrow margin, but the time frame, you guys were on the same page.
What do you mean, like?
So like when you
spaced
guys
apart between kids?
no, like when you guys wanted to start trying to
Oh,
actually
yes.
make the baby.
Yes, we were on the same page for that. Because sometimes in life people age, and that doesn't make anything any easier. And we're both grandmothers. Me and
Yes.
Michael are both grandmothers,
Yes.
so we really needed to come
Both
in hot.
golden
on-
girls, the both
So
of you.
true.
Thank you for being
But that
a
was
friend.
that was right after the wedding, right? You guys
Yeah.
got married.
You guys started like right away, right?
Oh, we sure did.
Yeah, nice. We're gonna give you fist bumps later.
So that
for
leads me to my first question. Are you like more horny when you're pregnant? I've heard that's a thing. In your experience.
I did not experience that, but I will say it's because I was so sick and just miserable. I have heard there's like a time frame. I want to say it's supposed to be around 4 or 5 months. It's like a hormone spike. Certain hormones go up and other ones go down, and apparently that can just do so much for your libido.
Okay.
Again, but because I was just not having
Not
a good
feeling great.
time, and I think around that time it was the height of summer, so it was
Cool.
like
super hot,
Yeah.
pregnant.
Florida summer, man.
Comfortable.
What a combination.
Is there any way like, what month would you have to get pregnant to just avoid summer pregnancy?
Summer.
I think, yeah. Well, I think
Like
if you got pregnant in, like, the end of August, then you'd be hitting, like, May-ish.
Gemini season.
Yeah, it's risky business.
That is risky.
I don't need any more of you people running around.
Yeah, we need more Scorpios. That's what we
Oh,
really need.
no, that's
We
the other one. That's the worst.
That's
We
worse.
really need more Scorpios.
Oh, that's going to be another episode where I just sit here
We
and tell
should
you
do
why
it.
you're both
Yeah,
the worst.
put that in the think tank. 'Cause
Hey,
bring
Eddie,
my
can you add
book.
that to the list?
Eddie, get out!
Eddie, what did you even just say?
I just said I got it.
What?
I just want a baby so bad.
Eddie.
Eddie, get out of here. Go
Okay.
home.
That was me closing a door. That was Eddie closing a door.
So good. So, you said you were sick a lot. Was it specifically morning sickness or just like all the time?
So obviously, like, you're exhausted because you're doing a lot of growing a person. I did feel nauseous a lot, but I also threw up a lot. And for me, that was like a big deal because I could tell you on one hand, outside of pregnancy, how many times in my life I've thrown up. It's a little bit more now because of some alcohol sometimes, not during the pregnancy. But it's less than 10 the times that I've thrown up as an adult.
Outside of pregnancy.
Outside of pregnancy.
Yes.
However, so I was under the impression, because of that and the fact that my mom never got sick with me or my sister, I was like, oh, it's like in my genes, so good. Even if I feel nauseous, I'll like never throw up. And the universe said, ha ha,
Fuck
false.
you.
You're gonna throw up every
you
day
got another
Yeah.
thing coming,
for
bitch.
the rest of your life.
So I threw up a lot. And it was, so in real life, when you're sick and you throw up, you tend to feel better.
Correct. Yes.
In pregnancy, when you're sick and you throw up, you just still feel like garbage. So that's like a super fun thing. And it's also a bummer to eat something that you like and then throw it up.
Yeah.
One of the times it was like a really rainy day and I was like, I really want soup. So I went to Panera Bread. I had the bread bowl, obviously, with
was
broccoli.
it the broccoli? Yep, there you go.
Of course it was broccoli cheddar.
Yep.
And then like 3 hours later, I was hungry again because of pregnancy. And so I had some mac and cheese. And then I threw up so much cheese. Just like so cheese.
What a waste of
And I was
good
just
cheese.
laying in the bed and I like burped. And Michael looked at me funny and I was like, I don't want to throw up. And he was like, can you go in the bathroom? And so you don't do that in the bed. And so I was like, but I don't want to go. And he was like, if you lay here, can you not throw up? And I was like, I don't know. And so I did in fact go throw up all the cheese. And it's just like a bummer because both of those things are great. It's
true.
not their fault that I threw up. It's not
Not.
Panera's fault. It's not Macaroni's fault.
This is gonna sound annoying, and I'm okay with that. But like, I recently found out that Panera started in St. Louis, and in St. Louis they're called Bread Co.
Yeah.
So I've
I
been
also
calling
found
them,
that out.
I've been calling them Bread Co. just because I know that, and I get to flex some knowledge on people about how. Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, you didn't know?
That's gonna be real awkward if like you're at the office and you're like, "Hey, you guys want to order some bread co?" And they're like, "No, but I could really go for some Panera right now." And then you just like you're the office jerk. Like no one's
Fine,
like
I will be the office jerk. It's fine.
they just don't want to like Uber Eats
At
with
least
you anymore.
you know what I do though. As the office jerk, I still say "bless you" when people sneeze.
Oh wow, that's
What
really
a
scoring you
dick
some
move.
points. Okay, so with the sickness,
Yeah.
are there any remedies that you have found that worked for you?
Did anybody get down with the sickness?
That's a good question. I would also like to know the answer to that.
No one was down with it.
Oh.
Everyone was, because I did not keep it a secret when I didn't feel good. Everyone had to know. If I don't feel good, no one gets to enjoy it. No, I'm just kidding. But
confirm.
I was very vocal. I will say I did get lucky because when we were in Europe, I was fine. And I mean, I was a little tired, but I'm always excessively tired. So when we were there, I was like, oh, this is going to be great because it was very early on. It was like less than a month. And I was like, oh my God, everything is going to be so good. I'm not going to get sick at all. And then like 2 weeks after we got back and then through like month 5, I was just miserable. I mean, then afterwards I wasn't throwing up anymore. But I was miserable for other reasons.
Yeah, and I don't remember even in Europe, like there was nothing specifically that you weren't able to eat. Nothing like stood out to me where you ate it and you're like, I usually like this. Blah, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
And
I didn't
that's a lot
have
of new,
anything
unique
where
flavors too.
I was not having aversions
okay.
to anything.
The whole pregnancy.
Yeah, at all.
Okay.
Which was
That's
great.
Great.
And I was so sad to not eat sushi. Obviously, we know I love sushi. I had like tempura a couple times, but what's the point? Like, unless you're eating a huge chunk of raw fish, like,
Right.
why bother? It's just
So-
a waste of time.
Question for both you guys. What's like the number one food that you can think that if all of a sudden like you ate it and you thought this tastes like garbage, what's the number one food that you're thinking I would just be so disappointed?
Probably sushi.
Sushi?
I
Like
love
if all of a
sushi.
sudden you woke up tomorrow and you take a bite of like a Godzilla roll
Ugh.
and you're like, bleh, trash.
I would be so sad. Or cheese.
I was gonna
Any
say cheese.
Cheese is a, yeah.
Could
cheese
you
is a tough
imagine
one.
that's pizza, mac and cheese,
Yeah,
just
that's-
everything.
Charcuterie
Yeah.
boards.
Speaking of Godzilla,
Uh-oh.
damn dude, you dead. Okay,
Okay.
let's get this out of the way really quick.
Godzilla.
Because that's literally was on my mind when I thought of this one.
That's so funny.
Okay, would you rather die via one Godzilla-sized baby,
Oh no.
so you'd have to fight it somehow?
Oh.
I imagine.
Not giving birth to it.
Well,
That's what I thought that question
Die
was.
giving birth to a Godzilla-sized baby. But
Thank
like
you
when
for
you
the clarification on that
Okay,
one.
you know
but
what?
when you're growing it, it looks like a normal baby, and it just adds.
Listen,
coming
I didn't
out.
come
Stop.
up with the question.
Stop! I am amending the question. I am changing it. Nobody dies in this scenario.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But Carmen, we get the answer, but this is definitely going to be more of a Kelcey question.
Okay, all right.
Would you rather give birth to one Godzilla-sized baby or 1,000 regular-sized babies
All at once.
all at once?
Oh my gosh.
Like one after the other?
You
or
know what?
all at once?
I mean, that'd be the same thing essentially. So no, it's one after. It's just
one after
like
the
a
other,
water,
but
like
all
a
at
weird-
One long
You ever work
shoot.
a water slide like at a theme park and you have to like give them the okay,
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah.
a nonstop. That's your uterus. It's just a water slide of babies.
for 1,000 babies. Could we get a
We'll
weight on
say-
these babies? Could we, are they
They're
ranging?
average babies.
So what's the average? You know what? Okay, you start talking about this. I'm gonna Google right now the average weight of a baby born in the United States.
Okay, so when you say Godzilla sized,
Mm-hmm,
what do you mean?
Okay, I will give it more.
Give me a true size.
How about this? We'll change it because Godzilla is a funnier word, but we'll make it more realistic, as it can be. One elephant-sized baby,
Okay.
like a full-size elephant, not
Yeah,
an
yeah,
elephant
yeah.
baby, or 100 normal babies.
For the record, how big was Scarlett when she came out? What was her weight?
6 pounds and some amount of ounces.
Okay, so
5 ounces. Maybe?
I feel like it's safe to assume that on a scale of 1 to 10, pain-wise, it was a 10 or above for the baby pushing.
No, because of the beautiful thing called the epidural,
Oh, that's right.
which I cannot recommend enough.
So, but for the record, it hurt.
The part before the epidural was the worst pain for
Okay.
sure.
So the average baby weight in the United States is 7.5 pounds.
Wow. Okay, so she was a little bit under
Yes. So I just want to put that into perspective. So imagine Scarlett
plus a pound.
plus a pound,
Okay.
just for the room and the
Okay.
listeners.
So now it is now changed to elephant-sized baby because we hate Godzilla, or 100 just natural births, all of them.
Oh no, so no epidural. Do either of these have an epidural?
Nope.
I'll just die.
Yeah, that's just.
I don't
want
want to pick. I'll just die.
Nope. You gotta choose one.
Well, that's the point. It's a damn dude, you dead. So
You
how
would
would you
die,
rather?
though.
Yeah, in either scenario, you're dead.
You
You gotta
would
get through
die.
them all, I guess.
But you would die.
Sure.
Okay, so to clarify on the elephant, the pregnancy
elephant
is
in the room.
normal.
Yeah, it's a
And
normal
then-
pregnancy. Imagine carrying Scarlett,
But it's an
except
elephant.
At term, it's just an elephant comes through, and it's growing as it's coming out. I don't know. This the
But
physics.
I can't have an epidural on that one either.
No epidurals. I'm against it.
He wants the natural births.
Wow. I'll remember that for
God,
when you
Godspeed.
give birth.
Yeah, Godspeed to your future wife.
Epidural Gabe in the middle of the
Well,
night.
the only elephant they're getting is in my pants. Am I right?
Wiener.
Okay. I don't like this question. I would like it much more if I could have an epidural.
Would it change your answer?
Yes.
Then answer without the.
If I
then
could,
you have an
if
answer.
I could have an epidural for the 100 babies, I would have 100 babies.
That's fair.
But I would not. An epidural is not going to stop the elephant from dislocating all of your limbs.
An elephant can range from 5,000 pounds to 14,000 pounds.
So 5,000 pounds.
We'll
sounds
meet in the
like
middle
it's
and
a
say
baby.
around.
10.
Yeah, that's not the middle. I would say 7,000. I'm not a monster. But now have this drugless birth.
Yeah,
I'm forcing
no.
you.
So here's why there needs to be no drugs, because it makes it more interesting. Because
Right.
obviously you would.
But here's the thing: you could feasibly, potentially survive 100 babies.
But you would be like
You
a
would
spider.
You would be
with
ripped
like just
into shreds by an elephant.
you would either way.
Well,
I don't think
luckily
so.
for us, instead of inventing the folding clothes machine, Elon Musk invented.
Epidurals.
Nope, the I can give birth to elephants machine without dying.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know
So
about that.
you check your phone; it just happened.
My phone's in the other room.
But she can't.
It's
she can't
new.
use it though. She can't use it.
No, you can use the machine, but
So I
you did
can
no
use the
epidural.
machine
But you
to
still
not
die.
die.
You die no matter what.
I still there's no death in this one.
Oh, at all.
This is just you
Damn
have
dude,
the babies.
your birth.
Damn dude, That hurt.
Okay.
There you go.
It's the new segment.
I think I'm gonna pick the babies.
They're all babies.
Yeah. Sorry, you're right. The 100 human babies.
Okay.
Again, if the pregnancy is normal, like I'm not having 100
Yeah,
pregnancies, I'm having one pregnancy that seems normal, and then at the end there's like, oh no, there's another baby. Oh no, there's another baby. 100 times.
But
It's
wait,
like
there's
that
more.
scene in 101 Dalmatians. They're like, wow, they just keep coming out.
That's not.
So you choose
She didn't give birth 100 times in that movie.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
That's
All
what,
right.
That's what happens, right? There's 101 puppies just keep
think
coming
they
out.
adopt-
she
Adopted.
has 15 puppies.
Then where'd the rest of the puppies come from?
They like find them.
No.
Yes.
I thought that they gave birth
No.
to the original.
That would be the story.
the original.
That would just be the
You
movie.
wouldn't need the Cruella de Vil part. That would be the story.
I thought the
100 puppies.
original was they just keep cranking out.
no,
And
she has 15, and then one of them dies.
no,
Then they are 14.
that was
and
the
then they-
102nd.
Oh
The
my
102nd one
No!
died. I'm remembering this story wrong. Okay, what's your answer?
I'm 100 babies, but also epidurals for everyone.
So here's the thing. Long-term wise, because you're living through these births, would you rather tend to 100 babies or just one giant baby?
Okay, well, it's not a giant baby; it's an elephant. I don't know how to tend to an elephant.
It's an elephant-sized baby.
but
That's not what the question was.
Yes, I said an elephant-sized baby.
I thought
an
it was an
elephant-sized-
elephant.
an
No,
elephant-sized
elephant-sized.
baby.
I'm not
Oh.
an idiot.
Yeah, because it was originally an elephant
Disagree.
Godzilla-sized baby.
Okay, so it's an elephant. So it's
Elephant-sized baby.
So it's a
that would just be
7,000
weird.
pound baby.
Imagine trying to find, you're trying to breastfeed this baby and it goes for
That
the
baby
nipple.
doesn't need to be fed.
It's gonna kill you. It's
Baby
gonna
needs
eat
to
you
lose
whole. Oh.
So I'd
God.
rather. My point is, I'd rather tend to. You thought I was just.
I can't get past these questions. There's too many plot holes. in
Get
the
used to them.
questions.
You're gonna be listening to them all the time now.
But
I don't
my
love
point
it.
is, where am I gonna? Okay, I could put a elephant-sized baby outside
Into
if
the
I-
wild.
if I needed to, like the mountain from Game of Thrones. But I don't know. What do I do with 100 babies? You know how much childcare that would cost? They legally can't charge you more for a 100.
I have to
pound
keep
baby.
the babies in this scenario.
Yes.
I mean, I am certain there are people who want to adopt these babies.
Yeah, you can take the 100 babies.
I'm not
going to
put them into foster care. I'm going to have the homes lined up for them.
There you go.
It's
yeah.
not the point of these questions is to find ways
Listen.
to give up the babies.
But then it's not would you rather give birth, it's would you rather have the babies.
Would you rather have 100, give birth and keep 100
my
babies,
God, these
or
questions.
give birth and keep
Stop.
one?
Just give him an answer so we can move
I
on.
picked 100 babies.
All right, 100 babies. All
But that's
in
when you
favor.
thought you were giving birth to a real life elephant. I didn't know if it changed when I explained to you that I'm not a moron.
Or also like a real life Godzilla, which was also very scary.
So pregnancy's weird. Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
that's-
A good clip. If you like what you hear, listen every Tuesday and every Thursday to the Dude Thoughts podcast. Subscribe here to hear more clips of the show and more. And as always, have a great day.